Hi and welcome to SQL Injection Master Course. My name is Hitesh and below is my web homepage where you can access details about me and can contact me and can drop your very valuable feedback. Now we have learning quite a lot about SQL injection, but really to be honest, the true protection from an SQL injection attack is to gain more and more knowledge about the injection types and techniques by only which you can actually get rid of these. Now, while finding the solutions of SQL injection prevention, you might have heard that implementation of various security tags like strip slashes and various firewalls could actually protect you. But as we discussed in the starting initial videos, that these things should be taken care in such a master way that you can actually get rid of SQL injection. Now, many of the programmers says, hey, if I use a tag that says strip slashes or add slashes or something like that, strip tags, that I can actually get rid of the any kind of SQL injection. But really, this is not at all a true approach, to be honest. So in this video, we are going to take a couple of looks on how we can actually do lots of things. And for that, again, we have got a new lesson for you. And here we have got lesson 15.zip. Let me open up a command terminal, zoom it a bit so that things are visible. And let me go to, first of all, let me try to move this file from /root desktop lesson file to /var www master. Also, let me travel to the same path, and here we are. So we notice that our file, where it is, here it is, lesson 15.zip file. Let me try to unzip the file. Unzip lesson 15 for you. And now before moving on to starting, let us first of all start my services actually, so that I can tell you a couple of things. Service Apache 2, let me check the status. It's running, and that means I have already started the MySQL as well. So let us try to launch a Firefox. You can also launch it from the internet and Firefox, but really you have to give a couple of clicks, and I really don't like that because things from the command prompt to terminal are really fast. So we have got lesson 15, and here it is. So this type of injection is a really easy one, you can say, simply because people are having a misbelief that, hey, strip slashes and add slashes, strip tags are going to work for us. But really, implementation of those tags should be done in such a precise manner that anyone cannot able to inject into your database. So first of all, what I really want to show you is, let me travel to the lesson 15 and do a quick ls, and I want to show you this index.php file because things are really interesting in out here. So first of all, data is all about the form, and after that you might see a couple of things here like that says strip slashes are one of the very good function to prevent the SQL injection code, and also we are having a function that says get magic code. So these are really important that I really want to wish you that you take care of these things and look at the source code at least once a time. Now here we have got a query that says where it is, here it is. The query is update user set password where username equals to some value. Let me just copy it down. So let me copy this query too, so that we can analyze a couple of things on it. So let me copy it and open up our gedit so that we can actually analyze what is out there missing and how we can inject into this. Oops, the things doesn't get copied. Let me copy it and again paste it. Okay, so the query here that actually says, let me bring it to the center so that it's more visible. So it says update users set password to some value. Let us just get in very general that here we have to input some thing. Okay, and where username equals to, and again we are having here is some value. Okay, so now things are important here. Can we inject into these kinds of injections? So let us try on our web and add first, and then we will again come back here. And I hope the query is pretty much clear. You can get actually every query out from the lab setup. That's why I've given you the lab setup. Now it says you will actually be able to update the passwords and everything from here. So let me open up a new terminal and log in into the database, that is MySQL -u, user is root, and -p is tour. Okay, so use the database that we have built up, security, and select star from users. So we can see all the username and password out here. So for example, the admin is having a password admin. Let us go back to our username and let me try the things out here. So let me try to update a username. So it says username is this admin, and I want to change the password to, let's say, 12345. So if I do a submit, it gives me a thumbs up. That means the password is being changed. Let us again verify it, because we are pen tester. We are not going to just take the words as a granted. So we see that the password got updated as admin12345. Now as a penetration tester, I would like to enumerate it with a single quote, but nothing is going to work because we have already taken a look into the source code. So it gives a thumbs down. Let us try with the double quotes in both the field. Okay, thumbs down again. Let's try the backslash here as well. Okay, so nothing works. So how we can do SQL injection in these kinds of attacks? Now, first of all, let me remind you, this attack is really, really powerful. Don't try it even in your pen testing, because you may somehow able to crash all the database out there. So first get a copy of the database, master it on the lab setup, and then only try it. So first of all, admin. Now let us try and hit that. Suppose we hit a single quote and we hit OR and we give it 1 equals to 1 and comment out rest of the things. Now let us try what happens if I do a submit. It gives me a thumbs up, but what disaster that I have created right now is really a shocking one. I have updated all the password as 1. Now this is not actually the 1, this is the true. Now why it is happening out there? Let us try it out here. So this thing password, what I have given in the password field was very simple. I have balanced the code by using a single quote. Then I have typed OR 1 equals to 1, and then I have commented out rest of the thing. So this 1 equals to 1 is eventually going to return us the 1. That means true. So rest of the part is being commented out, and we have just crashed the entire database. Now we can log in into any of the username and password. So this can be really, really scary. But another important thing that we can do out here is also important one. What I can do out here is admin, and if I hit a single quote out here and do a submit, you will notice that I have received an error. You have an SQL syntax near the admin field. So it is telling me that, hey, I have enclosed the admin into the single quotes. I hope it is visible, and you can simply, what you can do, you can copy it from here on to our gedit. So if you do that, you will notice that everything is being encoded in the single quote. Now this is also a vulnerable thing, that it is prompting us, hey, everything is being enclosed in the single quote. Hey, come on, hacked into me. So this is really a point of impact where every developer should look at. So it's not just relying on the strip slashes. So I hope you got this a clear idea, and make sure you reset the database before proceeding and trying it again. How you can reset that? Just hit a backslash on the master, set up the database for the labs again. We have done it. And now what you can do, you can move on to the lesson number 15. Oops, the lesson number 15. And now again, if you try admin and let's say 1 2 3 4 and submit it, it's working. And also you can check out here as well that hey, everything is fixed again. So my advice would be keep checking the eye on everything out there. If you're trying to have a password reset field, that means it's not to rely everything. Things can get vulnerable after inside the password reset field as well. So make sure you check out that. One important task for you as well. So what you have to do, you have to put a admin field here and hit a single quote here. And once you notice that you have got an error, now how you can proceed in this? You can simply apply a double query injection because we are receiving an error. Now this error is really a beautiful thing. We can change the error syntax in such a manner that we can get out some result, just like as we have seen in the previous videos. So you have to do a double query injection in this field and try to dump out the database name and version of the database. So that's all for this video, and thank you so much for watching.